I'm Stephen Foskett from Tech Field Day, and I'm here visiting VMworld. And this year at VMworld, we did a number of roundtable conversations with some cool companies. And one of those cool companies I'm right here with right now, SimpliVity. They made a lot of news last year with a big splash launch of a converged infrastructure solution that also has a cloud component to it as well. So I thought that I would stop by the booth and talk to the folks and see what it is that they're doing. Maybe they can do a quick demo. So you want to introduce yourself here?
Yeah, I'm Damian Bowersock. I'm a field engineer for SimpliVity, and I'm here to tell you what we've got in the booth.
Okay.
Today.
Now, you also have some new products. You've got a larger model, a smaller model,
yep,
so that you can have, open up more markets, have more flexibility. But what you're going to demonstrate now is common to all the different products, right?
Absolutely. All of our functionality exists in all of the products. Last year we announced the CM3000. This year we brought out the 2000 and the 5000, so a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger.
All right, very good. So you want to walk over here and show us what you're doing?
Sure. So on the floor right now, we actually have 4 unique data centers in different configurations, all interconnected, and we're actually replicating out to the cloud. So we actually have a connection to Amazon on the crappy little internet connection they give us here on the floor, right? So if we go ahead and go over here and look at the GUI, we can see all of our interconnected data centers right here. We get the nice screenshot of how much capacity they have and things like that. But really what we tend to focus on from a demo perspective is being able to protect those virtual machines in an efficient way, right? So I've got a virtual machine here in the data center. It's a 1.5 terabyte provision. It's got about 800 gigs of real data sitting on it. After compression, it's sitting at 466. So I'm going to go ahead and take a backup of this VM. It's in the Barcelona data center. I'm going to back this guy up from Barcelona off to Boston. So this is going to give me a quick backup of this VM.
Okay.
So there's my backup. It just completed. Took about 25 seconds to move that virtual machine from one data center to the other. So now what's cool though is that if I want to recover that virtual machine, I can do it from right here inside of vCenter. So we don't have any other GUI. So if I want to recover this virtual machine, I just hit restore. And now that I protected this VM from Barcelona to Boston, I can recover it to any data center as well. So we're going to go ahead and send this recovered VM from Boston now. We'll send it off to the Tokyo data center. The thing to remember while we do this is we leverage deduplication across the wire. So even though I backed up a 1.5 terabyte VM, I only moved a couple hundred, maybe a megabyte or two of actual data because the unique blocks were already there. So now I'm going to recover this VM. I'm going to get a net new VM in a completely different data center. So it'll take a minute for it to complete here. So just to go back to what we talked about, when I shipped it off to Boston, I moved 6.2 megs. So those were the unique blocks that we had to move across the wire.
Yeah. So is this a real-world use case that you would have such a small amount of data that you're going to be moving around, even though it's a big VM?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, again, we're doing everything at 4 to 8K block level.
Okay.
And if we're replicating on a fairly frequent basis, we can actually recover that, or have those small blocks that we only have to ship. So we actually have some scripts running on these guys to generate new data. It's not, is it 100% production environment? Probably not. But in our production customers today, they're very small changes that we have to move.
Okay, very good. And finally, one more thing that's really cool about the SimpliVity product is that you can also move to Amazon.
Absolutely.
And that's not to run there, but that's as a data protection site, right?
It is. So we give you the ability to back up and recover a virtual machine straight to the cloud, integrated inside the system. And so, like I said, we're actually doing that on the floor here. We can grab a hold of the virtual machine and ship it right out.
Yeah, and that's really unusual. There's nobody else that's doing this kind of combination of converged infrastructure as well as cloud support and wide area network integration. So that's, I guess that's your special sauce, right?
That's a significant portion of it, right?
All right.
It's a very small portion, but
cool. All right. Well, thank you very much. If you'd like to see more of these videos or learn more about SimpliVity, we've got some more data at techfieldday.com. We've got some videos of them as well. And where could they find more about SimpliVity on the web?
SimpliVity.com. You can follow us on Twitter at SimpliVityCorp.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Steve.